Hey pros, Crystal here from Elite Hair Care USA, Elite Total Body Care, and also private label hair care company. So today we are doing a full color and haircut on my client who is basically 100% natural in respects to not having a relaxer, and she is also 100% gray, but we've been coloring her hair every appointment. So you're not seeing the 100% gray, but if you look at her roots, yes, she is 100% gray. Okay, so how gray is measured, it's not based on the entire head, it's based on how your gray grows out. Some people are 75% gray, some are 50%, some are 25%. In her case, she is a solid 100% gray. Okay, and we also color her hair to cover the gray. So that's the reason why her ends or the free hair is a different color, because we've been coloring that hair over and over and over and over again. So she came in today and said that it was time for a haircut. She does not have a relaxer. We do a relaxer on her like maybe once or twice a year. So we have not done a relaxer on her in quite some time, mainly because her hair texture grows out and it actually just lays down. So we've gotten to the point where I don't really have to relax her anymore. And all we do is just maintain her natural hair in regards to the cut and also the color. So today you guys are in for a treat. For everyone who always says, do you have to relax everyone? Or if I'm natural, do I have to get a relaxer? There is an exclusion to that, where if your hair lays down like hers does and it's just nice and the cuticle just lays flat, then no, you don't have to get a relaxer. Or if you have this super fine hair that typically will lay down anyway, then we don't have to relax your hair. So just a disclaimer, I don't want you guys to think that she has patches in her hair. It can appear that way because I'm cutting her right now and some of her gray hair is kind of exposed from the hair moving in different directions. But she does not have any patches, you guys. That is kind of the downside to being 100% gray. If you have an area that is exposed at any nature, it's going to look like you are literally bald or have a bald patch, okay? So her color that we normally do is like a mahogany, or you can call it like an auburn. So that's what we're going to be doing today. This is a permanent color, you guys, because she is not relaxed. So I am doing the color on a permanent scale. And when we say permanent color, meaning we are using a developer and not just a color from the bottle, okay? And then for the application, I always use bowl and brush, and you want to definitely make sure you're taking small partings to make sure that you are not missing any areas of gray. Gray is one of those things where if you do not take small partings, it can literally hide and encase itself. And then once you're done doing the color, you part your hair and you notice that you have an entire section that has not been touched by hair color. So that's also very important for those of you that like to do your gray coverage at home. Just make sure that you are taking small partings and you are covering and saturating every inch of your head. And in respects to me saying saturating, when you are dealing with gray, like my client here, she has somewhat of a very resistant style gray. You want to make sure that you are saturating every single strand on the head, okay? So now her color is done. Her color came out beautiful, by the way. And now we're just going to clean up the cut, just basically clean up any little areas that might not have been caught when we were doing the preliminary haircut. And this is also where we're going to be detailing and doing just some cleaning up. I'll just use that word and keep that word. Now, she likes to have a tapered cut in the back and on the sides, but she does like to keep her sideburns. So that is something that we're definitely making sure that we don't overcut on. You can have nice sideburns, long sideburns with a shortcut. I mean, there's no rules to having a shortcut, you guys. It's really based on your needs and how you want your hair to look. Now for her crown area, we keep the length. So all I'm doing is just giving her a trim. And I'm not really taking a lot of the length from the front. What you see me cutting is hair that has not been trimmed since her last trim, which was about 3 or 4 months ago. I don't trim her crown as often. I do follow the trim schedule for her crown. And then for the sides and back, I cut it as short as she'd actually like it. So today she said basically she wanted her sides and back cut short like mine. So I knew that she wanted somewhat of a pixie cut. All right, so I'm putting a little bit of gel at the base here. This also helps for her hair texture, even though she is not relaxed, but she's not coarse or tightly bound natural hair like a 4C or a 4E or a 4B. I still use that gel at the base because it lets that hair lay nice and flat and it keeps everything very uniform. So in my last video, someone commented and said, finally, another reason to use our gel again. Yes, you can use it. I only put it at the base and then I always go directly over it with our Elite Silk Wrap Foam. That is going to take away the crunchiness of the gel. That's number one. And it's going to make it nice and pliable for me to be able to curl through it when it's time for styling. Now, I've adapted this new thing about just putting little accents in the face. I just love the way it just frames the face really nicely when it comes time for me to style the client's hair. So I have just kind of started doing this with every client. It just makes it look so soft. And that's another thing with shortcuts. You want to soften your cut. You want to soften your look. And it just makes it just so pretty. I just love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. So she's going to go under the dryer for about 45 minutes. She has really thick or dense hair. So that's another reason why she'll be under the dryer for about 45 minutes. I am a stylist that's stickler on time. I don't like my clients in the salon for more than 2 to 4 hours. And honestly, 4 hours is the literally very rare that they'll be with me for 4 hours unless we're doing a ton of different services or a lot of work to the client's hair. Okay, so now that she's dry, I'm going to go ahead and finish up with my detailing in her nape area, just kind of taking out some of that density. Now is the time when you definitely want to fade this area. It's hard to fade this area when you are wet or if the hair is still kind of textured. So that's another reason why I like to wait until we get to this point to do any sort of fading or fine tuning of the nape of the neck. Okay. I've learned the hard way of trying to fade when my client's hair is wet. It came out with a lot of gaps and gashes, and I've stopped doing that so many years ago. So this is the reason why you always see me fading and detailing at this part of the process. Plus, I can already see where I'm going. So this is another reason why you want to have a clear roadmap, a clear direction when you get to this point of the process. So before we move any farther forward, if you guys haven't already done so, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Crystal is trying to get to 500,000 subscribers by June. So I want everybody to subscribe to my channel and also turn on your notifications so you know when I have posted a new video. Okay? And if you're not already following our other channel, which is Elite Total Body Care, please go and follow that channel, you guys. We have some new body care products that are rolling out. We are revamping the body care website, so you guys will be able to now have access to a lot more body care products, as well as that site will be free shipping. So you guys will be able to now shop either the hair care site or the body care site and not have to worry about paying shipping on 2 different websites. Yes, super excited. All right, so I am starting the curling process for her. In her case, I'm using the 3/10 of an inch H2 Pro iron. This iron is my go-to iron. I am currently trying to work with this company. So I've reached out to them and we're in talks of me being able to provide these irons on our website as well. But I keep you guys posted in regards to that. Now, for the curling process, I did apply a little bit of our Frizz Tamer and Shine Serum. The reason why I applied the Frizz Tamer and Shine Serum, number one, it is a heat protectant. Number two, it is a heat activated glossifier. And number three, it is going to help protect some of the lifespan of this color. Now, because she is 100% gray, okay, and because we are using any form of red color, reds and coppers fade first. So that's the reason why by the time she comes back to the salon, even though it's a permanent color, her color has begun to fade because it is a red, it is a copper. Those colors, all of the colors fade. So no matter what color you're using, it will never stay fully vibrant forever. Okay, so regardless if it's permanent or not. So keep that in mind, you guys. Just because a color says permanent color, that doesn't mean that it's not going to fade and it's going to last forever. That really just means that you're using a developer and that's what made it permanent. Okay, Now, you can spray a slight amount of holding spray on her hair if you choose to. I choose to keep my client's hair nice and soft unless they request to make it super hard like mine. Mainly because, I guess my clients just don't like helmet hair. I love helmet hair though. So for Crystal, I'm fully helmet hair. But for my clients, I try to keep it soft unless they request to make it hard. Now for her crown area, I'm doing a slightly tighter curl. Normally for my clients like Miss Inez here, she keeps her hair really, really well. So I like to start out with it nice and tight. And then as it ages in regards to time, then it gets looser and looser, and then she can start to curl it herself if she needs to. That's also another reason why I like to leave their hair soft. Just in case they have a little mess up, they're able to use their flat iron and just kind of fix that area. If it's helmet hair, you can't fix it. It has to be washed and done again. Okay, so I know you guys, we were talking about the accents in the face. If you guys see now the reason why I like the accents, it just really just kind of layers this look. It finishes the look without me having to comb through it to finish it. It just gives her a nice hue or silhouette towards the face. It softens the face, and something just as small as just putting a little swiggle towards the front of the face can literally take your look to the next level. Yeah. All right, so let's talk about aftercare. Aftercare for her would consist of the Elite Silk Wrap Foam, the Goddess Polish as a finishing spray, which is a shine spray, the Frizz Tamer and Shine Serum to use before she begins to style her hair with the heat. So that's going to be your heat protectant. And then in regards to shampoo and conditioner, because she's natural, I'm not going to say that she can't use the moist repair. But for her, I would definitely recommend a combination of the hair repair and restore shampoo and then the moist repair conditioner. Both are sulfate free, so they're not going to strip her color. They're actually just going to continue to preserve the life of the color. But what she can do also is add a little bit of semi-permanent red to the shampoo when she's shampooing, and that'll also expand the lifespan of her hair color to kind of just make it last a little longer. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I'm not going to talk all the way through because we're kind of almost at the end anyway. But please don't forget to comment down below. Tell me what you think about her color. And if you are 100% gray, what color line do you use to color your hair? Share the wealth with the family. But I'll see everybody in the next video. And thanks for watching. Peace.